Chris, Jonas Gutierrez has signed on loan to the end of the season, the first signing of the January transfer window. What will he bring?
Well, he's somebody that will certainly bring experience. He's played close to 200 games at Newcastle, so he knows the Premier League very well. He's been here in England now for 5 years, so certainly knows settling in periods that you can have with some other players, which is important, I think, particularly in January, where you need players that can go straight into the squad and not have too many issues around them. But he's a player of experience that can play on either flank. Has also played in a central position, but I think most would know him as a player that can play on either flank. We have had problems, of course, in the wide areas this season with the games that Anthony Pilkington has missed through injury, and of course Elliot Bennett that we lost first game of the season. So it will be a very welcome added addition to the squad, and we really look forward to working with him.
And of course you've worked with him before at Newcastle. How much does that help?
Yes, I hope it helps. He's a very good individual. He's a player that likes to work hard and train hard. Certainly the Newcastle supporters very much took to him in the period of time that he was there, and of course this is a fresh challenge for him. You know, I think when you leave a club and you have an opportunity to work somewhere else, then it's another fresh challenge for him, and we look forward to working with him.
And how nice will it be to have a fresh face in the squad, and what can that do for a squad?
Well, as most of you know, we've had a few injury problems, and you know, generally we've not played that up. But of course, in that midfield area, at one stage, you know, we've had 4 players out. Of course, and Elliot out for early part of the season, or since the early part of the season. Johnny Howson, that's still going to be out for a while. Alex Tetley, fortunately, is on his way back as with Anthony Pilkington. So it's good, yes, to freshen the squad up. We also need to make sure that we protect ourselves going through to the end of the season. And we need to make sure that we have the right amount of players in the squad, that we can have that real competition in the squad, and go into what will continue to be a tough second half of the season.
And you've made one signing, but I'm sure your eyes are still open, keeping track on potential others.
Well, we're still working. It is very difficult, and that's why there's been a minimal amount of work that's been done in the transfer window so far anywhere, and that's because there are tough decisions to make. It's a difficult time to bring in players. There's no doubt that the summer is a better time to bring players in and bed players in, particularly players from overseas. But we are working very hard, and we'll make whatever decision we do make. It will be because it's a right decision, and because it's a player that we know.